I'll bring my own internet. That's what this Carnival Cruise passenger said. Matter of fact, it's a YouTuber who found his way around paying for internet on board a Carnival Cruise. He posted on how to get around paying for internet while he was on board and got a knock at the door and said, you're not doing that anymore. We will share that story with you on the show today. Plus, we're sharing news of a Carnival Cruise passenger who needed something simple from the medical center. Blood pressure checked is all they needed, but they were surprised when they received a bill for this small service. We'll talk about this and what the passenger could have done to save some money. We're also sharing news from Princess Cruises as they add yet another itinerary for the big solar eclipse event that will take place in 2026. Over 2 hours of complete darkness is what Princess Cruises says that they will take you to. We will share that with you as well. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. A big happy Monday to all you Islanders. We hope that you had a good weekend and your week is off to a great start. We are right here on Island Time. My name is Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands together. From the top of the show, let me thank Royal Caribbean for inviting us to Galveston, Texas. They hosted us yesterday on board the Harmony of the Seas. It was so great to see the ship. We saw probably 12 or 15 Islanders, some who knew we were going to be there, some who had no clue and they were surprised. Thank you for saying hello to us. It means the world to us. And thank you, Royal Caribbean, for having us on board. It's so weird. I'll never get over, as many times as I do this, to get on a ship at 10 o'clock and to think for just a second it feels like you're about to cruise. You have that embarkation day and cruise day feeling, but then it slaps you in the face and says, no, you are only here for a few hours. We were on board from about 10 o'clock to around 2:30. We had great meetings with Royal Caribbean officials. We got to see the ship. We had a great lunch, had some ice cream, and we got to see thousands of people come on board and start to enjoy their cruise. There's nothing else like it. Royal Caribbean was gracious enough to us that they gave us 6 next cruise opportunities. So if you cruise Royal Caribbean, you know about this. If not, I'll share it with you. While you're on board a Royal Caribbean ship, you can book your next cruise and they will give you up to $600 onboard credit. Royal Caribbean let Amanda have 3 and they let me have 3. So if you're looking to book a Royal Caribbean cruise, you want some extra onboard credit. Some of those cabins, it's $50, some's $100, depending on the selling, depending on the cabin type. It's up to $600. But one great thing is Royal Caribbean's going to let us stack that on top of onboard credit that they're offering. So if you are looking to book a Royal Caribbean cruise soon, let us know. We have 60 days to use these 6 next cruise applications. Royal was nice enough to do that. They said, pass these on to your clients, and we're going to do that. Let's talk about cruise news. That is why we're here, and there's so much going on across the industry. We're going to share a YouTuber in trouble, quote unquote. That's what's going around social media. He's not necessarily in trouble. He was slapped on the wrist, okay? But a YouTuber who's a smart guy, Richard with No Pants Profits, likes to post content on YouTube during his cruise like all YouTubers like to do. And just like YouTubers as well, he doesn't like paying for the internet. Who likes paying for the internet? It continues to go up and up and up. So Richard found a way. He bought the Starlink Mini for $599 that he would use on board his Carnival Journeys trip. He's on board for a long time, doesn't want to pay for the internet. He's going to use the Starlink Mini instead. He tested Carnival's Wi-Fi against his Wi-Fi, and his Wi-Fi with his Starlink was exceptionally greater than Carnival Cruise Line, and the upload speed and the download speed. He took this test. He posted the test on YouTube while he was on board. And Carnival officials found out about this. He got a knock on his cabin that said, hey, you can't have that. You can't do that. If you want internet, you have to pay for it. Carnival Cruise Line actually updated their policy, their terms and conditions, and all of it to prevent you or I from doing this in the future. They had a a piece of their policy that said that no satellite disc, DISCS, were allowed on board. Satellite disc. They changed that now because of this. Now no satellite dishes, no Starlink satellite dishes are allowed on board. Richard was nice. He gave up his Starlink Mini without any trouble. He loves Carnival Cruise Line. He has actually more cruises planned with them as well, but he was trying to find a way to save some money, which you can't blame him or anybody else. Do you purchase internet when you're on board? Do you just get that social media package? Do you get the premium package? Do you need internet? Or do you use cruising as a way and a time to get away from it all? Let us know what you do and how you stay connected or not connected in the comments section below. As we move on to cruise news story number 2, this is a cruise passenger, a wife, who is upset. She was upset about a recent sailing that she was on. Her husband was on board as well. They had medical conditions, and there's a lot of cruisers who travel with medical conditions. They have to bring medicine with them. They have to bring medical devices with them, and that's okay. Carnival, Royal, Norwegian, all of them allow you to bring these devices that you need in order to check things that you need to check, like your heart rate, your blood sugar, oxygen saturation, your blood pressure, and so forth. Carnival, everyone allows that to take place. This couple forgot to bring their blood pressure device that checks their blood pressure. And they said, you know what? We need to check it. We know we need to check it. There's a medical center on board, and I bet they could check it for us. And they were not wrong about that. Where they went wrong was they figured the medical center could check the blood pressure and it not cost anything. You're always going to pay a price when you go to the ship's medical center, no matter what you're trying to do. The passenger shared this with John Hild on social media. My husband has to check his blood pressure several times a week. We did not bring his machine with us. We went to the medical center to have a routine blood pressure check, and we were charged. How can Carnival justify a charge for that? The nickel and diming of us is out of control, the passenger said. To that, John Hild responded, of course, and John Hild shared this. Yes, there is a charge for every medical service on board. I'm pretty certain that if you want to do that on land in North America, that you would probably be, there would be a charge if you went to your doctor. I may be wrong, but yes, there is a charge for all medical services on board. That is clear. It's cut and dry. And yes, there would be a charge. If you went to your doctor and said, I need my blood pressure checked, there would be a charge for that, just as there would be on the ship. Again, you have to remember what you're traveling with. Keep your list of things that you need to pack. Create that list. Pack those things first, or some items you have to pack last. Do you not? Some of your toiletries and things like that you have to pack last. Be sure that when you go to the medical center and other places on board, ask them before you partake in something, is there a charge for this? What will I be charged for this? And there's some other things as well, some other advice I would give in situations like this, because we have been on board where we have forgot certain things. Maybe it's stomach medicine or headache medicine or sunscreen or aloe vera. This goes back to the first story if you have internet. Most of us, we join Facebook groups and Facebook pages for our sailing. There may be 600 people, 1,000, 1,200 people that are on your specific sailing. And this community is so kind. If you forget something, I've done this before. I've said, hey, does anyone have any aloe vera? I sat outside on the sun too long today. I had sunscreen. I didn't put it on enough. Now I'm burnt. Does anyone have aloe vera? And you'd be surprised at how many comments within minutes. Yes, I have some. I'm in cabin 1234. Come and get some. Here's my name. Message me on the Hub app, and I would love to give you some. And that person could have done that same thing. You could have messaged and said, hey, we really need to check my husband's blood pressure. Everything is okay. He just has to check it several times a week. Does anyone have a device that could help us check his blood pressure? And there's no charge for that. Your fellow passengers could have helped you. Don't be surprised when there's costs like this. I don't think this is a nickel and dime situation. There should be a cost. After all, that medical center only has so much capacity and resources as well. What if there are other people who need the space, who need the attention of the doctors and nurses? That's why they have to charge. Islanders, let us know in the comment section. Have you ever joined these Facebook pages and groups before? Have you asked for something, or have you fulfilled a request that someone needed? Let us know in the comment section below. as we share this last cruise news story with you today on a Monday. Princess Cruises, they have kind of gotten in the eclipse game of other cruise lines have done. This has been a craze. You may remember that Princess Cruises had the Discovery and the Emerald Princess for the American eclipse this past year. The Carnival Legend recently announced a solar eclipse cruise in 2026. It sold out so fast. And now Princess Cruises, who already has one ship that they are going to take part in the festivities in 2026, they have now said a second ship, and it's ironic. The Sun Princess will now offer an eclipse tour. The Sun Princess, of course, you can book on the Sun to not see the sun if you would like. This is so cool. I'm glad that Princess is doing this. There's not a better ship in the fleet to cruise on and to take part in this experience. The eclipse is going to take place in August of 2026, and Princess has different offerings from 7-day, 14-day, 21-day cruises where you can enjoy the eclipse. The eclipse will take place, it will depart actually August the 8th from Barcelona, and passengers will get to see the eclipse during this cruise. I think it's on the 12th. 2 hours and 18 seconds of darkness. That's a long time. 2 hours. Daytime darkness. Princess is excited about this. The shortest 7-day cruise leaves from Barcelona. It stops in Gibraltar, which is an unbelievable stop. It's at the southern part of Europe. You can see Morocco from Gibraltar, and the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean meet. It's such a cool place. It's also going to visit Spain, a few places in Italy, and it will end in Rome. This sailing will sell out as well. Of course, we're here to help you. If you're interested in that sailing, we have sailed the Sun Princess. We will be on the Sun Princess again next month as well. We would love to help you out with this. Islanders, that is the cruise news for today. There's a lot going on across the industry. We wanted to share our experience from this weekend and the recent cruise news. We are thankful for that you are here. We are reminded days like yesterday when so many people come up to us and say, hey, we appreciate what you do. Hey, you help me make it through my day. I watch you at lunch. You power me for my afternoon. Or someone yesterday said, I cruise because of you. I wanted to cruise. I watched your channel. I went one time and I'm hooked. It was a big part because of you. We're appreciative of that, and we are part of this community, and you have an equal say-so, and you are equally part of this community as well. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it. If you made it this far in the video, be sure to like it. Be sure you're subscribed. We can't wait to see what you have to say. Weigh in on these stories in the comment section below. We'll see you down there on our Facebook page and tomorrow right here on Island Time.